Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast. Excuse the food in my mouth. I was hungry. My name is Nico Reyes, and my co-host, as always,
Teflon John.
Tefleezy in the easy.
DJ TJ.
DJ Teflon John in the house, bro. We're gonna come up with so many names for you. We're gonna come up like, remember those shirts back in the day where they have rappers and then like R&B artists just all in one row. We're gonna have that for you.
Free my man DJ TJ.
DJ TJ. Bro, you're gonna be like Marshmallow with a helmet starting doing the podcast with a helmet on.
See, we always try to put music on before we start the show, and we always do a 30-second dance off.
Yeah, we always try to psych ourselves up,
Get the jitters out.
These shows are super fun to do, but it's still work regardless. We want to let you guys know that we do appreciate each and every listener that we do have again, and then thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. But dude, it's we're in the middle of earnings week.
Yes, we are. Well, let's do a recap first. The biggest earnings play that we had was LOGI.
Dude, LOGI. Here, let me ask you this. All right. So ever since we started doing the podcast, I've been like recording. I've been recording this through my laptop. My laptop camera, which doesn't really have pretty good resolution. So what I've been looking for is the Logitech 4K camera, right? Because I want to be able to give the audience more of a just a better view of me. I know it's not a lot. But you know what? You guys deserve my all blemishes and such. So I was hell bent on buying one. So
hey, bro. So sorry to cut you off. Are you doing an early no shave November?
No. This is my natural state.
Go ahead.
This is my natural state. Surprisingly, Jay actually asked this question. Shout out to Jay. Yeah, he was like, dude, like your beard looks nice. I mean, yeah, thank you. But this is
saying Filipinos don't grow beards like that.
No, we don't. We naturally don't grow beards like this. This is how do you say this? This is my winter coat. No, so how it happened was when I was in I was a junior in high school. I started growing patches of hair, and it looked weird, right? And that was like. And they were like, you know what, just shave it off. So I had my first ever shaving experience. My dad actually took me to the restroom and he showed me how to shave properly, right? I came out of there looking like I went from 16 to 12. So this is the only way, right now, currently, this is the only way I could show age. Because you guys have seen me with no hair before, and that looks super childish. And then just with the mustache itself, I look like a predator. So, so my wife was like, less predator and more man.
There you go.
You know what? Let's grow it back. Because I've had this for a while. You've seen it before, right? Like I've had the beard for a while now. And because of the quarantine, I couldn't go to my barber. Obviously, I'm going to shave it off to just, cut out on maintenance. But, that's actually very tiring to shave. It's a nuisance.
It is.
It's a nuisance. But now it's coming in nicely. I feel like I went from Simba to Mufasa.
That's thick, bro. That's thick.
It's THICC. But back to my Logitech story. So I've gone through Amazon, I've gone through Best Buy. I've been looking for that 4K camera for a while now. I mean, it costs like $250, but for the people, would you spend $250 to give a better show? I would.
I actually need to upgrade my camera. Since we're in this Logitech, category, let's talk about how they did on earnings, right?
Smashed. So it kind of ties into my story. My question is, who else is buying these cameras and for what reason?
Let's put in some value. When I was reading up their earnings financials, they said that webcam revenue was up 250%.
Webcam revenue! Surprise, surprise! Who's been at home on their webcams? I get it. Zoom calls, for sure. For sure, Zoom calls, right? But who else could be buying these webcams, John?
A lot of entrepreneurs were born in the past, 4 months.
Entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs?
When did OnlyFans start, really?
I don't know. It just popped.
Wasn't it last year?
It just popped. It just popped because, all right, let's just be real. Adult content has always been on the internet for as long as we can remember. Right? It's always been there, right? Not a child, but as a young man at like the age of 16 or 17, right? In the Philippines, it was hard to come by because I was living in the Philippines at that time, and it was hard to come by. I would always watch it. I would not watch it even. I would see it in tabloids. It would always be black and white, right? I can name you the premier picture that I frequented as an adolescent was Joyce Jimenez. Fire. Shout out to whoever knows who Joyce Jimenez is. Flames. But like when I got to the States, I was like, your internet's fast. What is dial-up? And like all that content was like crazy. It was, it kind of desensitizes you sometimes. But as the internet gets faster and faster, there's a lot more live streaming opportunities. Before we would only get it from like videos or whatnot, right? But now there's more live opportunities. The power of the internet. Again, we're going to tie it back to the power of the internet. But it is bananas to me. It is absolute bananas to me to pay for it.
Because you know what? What we're going to talk about after this is Snapchat. Power of the internet.
Power of the internet. You know what? Because if you're going to get it for free, right? Why would you pay for it?
Hey, you know what? Some of the folks that are, some of our listeners who don't know, who might not know what OnlyFans is. You're scrolling on Instagram, right? Instagram. And next thing you know, click on this page. What is that link? And it says Linktree.
Oh, tell me more, John.
So you click on this entrepreneur and you click on Linktree and it says OnlyFans. I was like, what's OnlyFans? Wait, hold on. Is this a nudie site?
And you can do anything on that. Sometimes it gets very specific. I feel that it gets too specific. I feel that all right, let me get this right. I feel that it gets too specific for a broad website. Let's break this up. If I was the CEO of OnlyFans, I would break this up into different mini channels. What if you have a specific fetish?
Like what, bro? Tell me.
What if you only like to watch shellfish?
Go ahead.
You could change it to only clams.
I can't with you.
What? Why? All right. What if? All right. So it's fairly broad, right? What if you are a gay man, right? You don't want to go to OnlyFans. You want to go to OnlyMans.
I cannot.
What if you are a person who is transitioning from male to female or female to male? Only trans.
I cannot, yo.
What if you only like to watch? Because these these fetishes are very specific. What if you only like to watch canned meats?
What do you mean?
Only spam.
I cannot.
What if you only like to be a politically progressive person? Only Dems. On the other flip side of that coin, though, on the other flip side of that coin, what if you only like your porn to be to be under the label of white supremacy? You have to ask me. I'm not going to give you the answer for
what is it?
Only clans. So if I was to create more revenue streams, if I was the CEO of OF, I would definitely just try to break down the little niches. And I think, there's something there. Whoever you are, if you're the CEO of OF, hit us up. We got some ideas for you. So that is the reason why Logitech ran up so much. And you know what? I won that trade.
Logitech, they killed it in earnings, by the way. You guys can just do the research. But anyways, the stock ran like 20-something%. Let's move on to Snapchat.
What if you only like old people?
Bro,
only grams.
Stop. I can't imagine my grandpa.
What if you only like bottles of ocean spray? Only crayons.
Anyways.
For those listening to this, and you guys can watch this on the YouTube, John is crying.
I am crying because we're going to talk about Snapchat, how it really made me cry.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so
baby's crying in the background. We are dads in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gather yourself, my guy.
whoever's, if the CEO OnlyFans is listening to us, like, send me a message. We got plenty of ideas for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Snapchat. Snapchat killed, demolished,
definitely
whooped their earnings. I was short, and that's my disclaimer right here. Nico was long.
But I did call it out on Sunday that I was gonna go short it.
Yeah.
But I had a change of heart because a certain listener of ours kind of got into my ear and said, "You know what? Ad revenue, Nico."
Is it Ali again? Man, Ali's been killing it. If you're listening,
Dude, Ali's on a ripper here, bro. He's going ham. He's been going ham.
I'm telling you, Ali, those boxers are waiting on the website. $36.50 per pair.
They calling you.
Yeah. So the Snapchat, they killed their earnings. Stock shot up 30-something%.
34% at the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It went from 20. What we're talking about, 28 to all the way to almost $39. Okay.
Bananas.
Yes, I did took a loss on that one, about 1,600, and then, however, it carried Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest with it.
Okay. Sentiment plays.
Yep. Those are the sympathy plays. Okay.
Yeah.
The consolation price, basically. So
yeah, exactly.
I am still holding my Facebook share, so I was able to hedge on that one and ease the pain that Snapchat caused. Mm-hmm. So I was completely wrong on Snapchat. I mean, their users increased by how many millions?
Dude, I don't know the number, but what's really cool is their AR technology. So what advertisers are now doing is this. So let's say, for example, Nike, right?
Yeah.
Right. You could actually put the shoes on your feet through augmented reality to decide whether or not the shoes, look good on you or not.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool tech.
Well, that's why I messed up on Snapchat.
Pretty cool tech. Or maybe like, but there's like, Ali uses it for the anime filter. This guy got sold on the anime filter. You know what? I would look good as an anime character too.
You know what I forgot about my research? Because whenever I go into earnings play, first of all, it's a 50-50 chance, right? Mm-hmm. Anything goes. Because we're going to talk about LVS as well, Las Vegas Sands. They didn't do so well on their earnings, on their numbers side, right? But fundamentally, you know, so the CEO, you know, mentioned that they're going to do well eventually. The stock ran after hours.
What?
The stock ran after hours, right?
I believe so. Yeah, he wants to say
earnings. Hey, buddy, earnings really is a 50-50 play. So, you know, you can do all of the research and such. You can put up all the theories, but in the end, the market really doesn't care about your theory or your research or your fundamentals, technicals, whatever. It does whatever.
It is primarily when you're playing earnings. There's always this thing, right? Oh, sorry. There's always this thing where the theory is you're not actually supposed to be playing earnings.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to. I mean, this is degeneracy at its finest. Because again,
fun, yeah.
play, right?
Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 play. The idea generally is you're supposed to play the lead up to the earnings, close out your positions, right? And find an opportunity after they report.
Yep. Shout out to Gabe.
Right? That's supposed to be the play. But no, we're degenerates and we decide to hold these positions forever because we want to be able to I think that's what us, like, you know what? It's a gamble. Let's gamble.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And plus, I never really liked Snapchat in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, I never used it. Again, we were talking about like Sunday. I never used it for a while.
You know what we missed? A lot of people boycotted Facebook. Remember this quarter? Okay. All these major companies, I think Nike was one of them. Okay. So since you brought up Nike, all these companies boycotted Facebook. You know where they shifted? They shifted to Snapchat. So that's why their ad revenue just skyrocketed this quarter versus last year's. That's the biggest research that I completely missed out on. When I started scrolling through Facebook and their old news, and I'm like, crap, I completely forgot about this whole boycott thing. And who else are they going to shift to? Like, either you got Pinterest, you got Snapchat, you got all these other multimedia. Like, you also have Twitter. Don't forget, Twitter's about to. Yeah, Twitter ran as well.
But let's put Twitter on watch though, because once Twitter goes into a subscription-based model, right? It's either that or is Twitter doing ads now? You could advertise on that on Twitter, I feel.
Yeah. Right? Organically. I mean, there's a lot of spammers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We are going to move on to today, since we have a short segment. Tesla. We have Tesla is currently at 437. They blew earnings. They reported some solid earnings today, beating earnings per share and revenue estimates also versus last year's.
It's kind of sad still, though.
It wasn't that much of a jump.
Our price target's 500. So funding not secured, 500.
My biggest pet peeve is that, you know, the previous quarters were amazing, right? But this quarter was out of the water, right? They blew earnings, they blew EPS and revenue. However, the stock did not move at all.
Okay, so let's
like the most it moved was like what, 3%. Okay.
Yeah, you want me to give you our optimistic outlook?
Go ahead.
All right. My optimistic outlook is they're reporting after hours. Not a lot of traders, especially the Robinhood traders, have access to after hours or pre-market buys or sells. So there could be a scenario where we could see more action tomorrow. Right, so we got a price target increase to 550.
Yeah,
right, by an analyst. So I mean, tomorrow expect some price upgrades tomorrow, and we've seen this in the past 3 days with Tesla. Even the past 2 weeks, that we hit a high of like 460, and we just haven't recovered.
Yeah.
Kept on getting beat down because remember a couple of weeks ago we were like, all right, the MACD is curling up, it is touching, we're ready for liftoff, and it didn't really lift off.
Right.
So there's a lot of short sellers that are just divesting, A lot of people are like trying to get the position before the earnings.
It just sucks, it sucks that it didn't move that much after a blowout earnings.
Exactly.
I was expecting more. I was actually listening to the conference call, and this is just my opinion. Elon Musk, he always sounds so damn nervous. Okay,
I would be too. He needed to smoke some weed.
He always sounds nervous, like in calls and like interviews. And when he was speaking, right, you could see the candlestick start forming, like it started dipping. And I'm like, crap, like we just dipped like 9 points. And then when he stopped talking, and then he let one of his CFO or CMO started speaking, you saw how the candlesticks start propping up again.
Papa Elon, if you're listening, just tweet it.
Just tweet that we're going to Mars already tomorrow.
Just tweet it. Just give us a good old tweet, and we can be on our merry way. By the way, where are we at right now with Tesla?
Currently at 436.50. Also, some good news. So this is their fifth profitable quarter in a row, and they did mention that they're ramping up the Fremont factory to produce 500,000 units of Model 3 and Model Y. So just imagine, man. I have a few friends that work for Tesla, and every time I talk to them, they're like, "Oh, I've been working crazy." I was like, "Wow, well, yeah." Now I know, because like when it's earnings time, you guys are producing or overproducing. I would say they're actually going to hit their goal of this year. That's what they said for the conference call. Also, the reason they lowered the price for the Model 3s out in China is because they want to make it the cheapest premium mid-size sedan in the country, because first of all, you have plenty of EVs emerging out of China.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Well, one of them, their number one competitor in China, which is the home brand, is NIO. Okay. And NIO's not that bad of a company. They're actually producing, right?
That's an earnings call you really want to be there for.
Yeah. And NIO, I feel like NIO is just, they're so undervalued compared to other EVs out there who don't even produce anything, right? In other news for the EV world, GM, they just revealed the Hummer EV. It looks solid.
Dude, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks solid. And the starting price for the Hummer EV starts at 80. Okay, and then once you 80 grand, yeah. And but really, what you want to aim for is that $120,000, price, because it's fully loaded by then. But 120 grand for a Hummer EV, the range of it is supposed to be, I think, 350 miles, which is not that bad. So
for a vehicle of that size and that weight, for it to have
it's a tank, bro.
A range of that much, I think that's pretty solid.
It's a tank, yeah. Man, I remember when the first Hummers, Humvees came out. They were hogging the road. Everyone was like, "Whoa, Jesus Christ, this thing's huge!"
Right? This is a tank.
It was taking up 2 lanes. So the reason GM came out the Humvee EV was because they want to compete with the Tesla Cybertrucks, the Rivian RT1 or R1T, I'm sorry, and the Ford F-150 electric.
That's happening? Wow.
Ford's not that behind, really.
Yeah, they're not that behind.
Yeah.
But then again, just to, these are amazing. This is amazing news for the renewable energy sector. This is amazing news for green energy altogether. But remember, if we're looking at it from a competitive standpoint, Tesla's still miles and miles away, miles and miles ahead, right? The reason why is because a lot of these other car companies will now have to retool their manufacturing for electric vehicles. Then they have to source the batteries out from wherever they need to source them from. And, eventually what's going to happen here, in my opinion, if you're going to ask me, is that Elon is ramping up battery production to lease out to these EV vehicles. because that's gonna be bananas if you can just license out the batteries to all the other manufacturers. I think that's that's going to be very beneficial, not just for the other EV companies, but for Tesla in general. So that right there is still our bullish case for Papa Elon. But enough about Tesla. Let's look at the other plays for the rest of the week, dude.
Yep. Tomorrow we have Coca-Cola. The market opens. Yep, we have Coca-Cola. We have American Airlines, Southwest. Those four right there. What are your thoughts?
Southwest, don't short that. Southwest is actually the stronger airline out of all of them. American Airlines, I'm short. AT&T, it's a boring company. I mean, I think they're
calm down, okay? Calm down, okay? All right, I have AT&T. We spoke about this. Their internet sucks, but they pay dividends. I like their service. Go on.
Coca-Cola, I'm a little weary on because of how much we got burned from Pepsi. Pepsi's trash.
In all honesty, the Coca-Cola KO ticker symbol is actually a lot stronger than Pepsi.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Coke is better.
Yep.
Coke is better than Pepsi.
Yep.
You could ask me. You know what? Get in the comments and say how much you guys hate me for saying that Coke is better than Pepsi. I'll fight you because Pepsi's trash.
I like Pepsi though, because Coke is it's loaded with like sugar and fake stuff.
Yeah, but are you really drinking Coke for health?
Yeah, you got me now.
Like nobody's ever said, you know what? I feel healthy today. I'm going to drink a Coke to prolong my health. No, it's a treat, dude.
So
one thing to look for, though, this is one very, very bullish play that I would have loved to made if I had more capital.
Mm-hmm.
Tractor Supply Company, ticker symbol TSCO. They are a stay-at-home play, similar to Ace Hardware, similar to Home Depot.
Yeah.
To Lowe's. For sure, they're going to kill it because we're still stuck in this pandemic and people are still making home improvements.
I've actually been to one, and there's one in I think Brentwood or Oakley. I know what you're talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay. Alaska Airlines is reporting tomorrow. Short. Short.
Who goes to Alaska, bro?
Short. COF, which I think is that. I don't remember. See, I wrote this down. I don't even remember. Hold on one second.
We do have for after hours. We have plenty of plays. Intel. I
like Intel.
I'm somewhat bullish on Intel. Actually, they just sold off one of their. I think one of their memory chips. Right. I don't recall right now, but they sold it to a Korean company for I think.
I saw that
9 or 10 billion. I think.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Capital One is COF.
Capital One?
Yeah, Capital One short that.
Dude, who has Capital One, man? Their cards are terrible.
Hey, I have Capital One.
First of all, their rewards are terrible. Okay?
I have Capital One.
Their commercials are terrible. Samuel Adams. Why are you bullish on Samuel Adams?
You know what? Everybody's still drinking beer, but their main source of revenue is hard seltzer.
What do they own?
Do they own? I think they own not Truly. Let me see. Who own? Huh?
Sam Adams? I don't know about that because you gotta remember, bars took a massive hit. If you look at Constellation Brands, ticker symbol STZ.
It is Truly, dude. They own Truly.
But Truly, come on, man. Truly is like water.
It is water, but it's a millennial drink.
Okay, I'm not going to play that. But anyways.
If you're going to tell me that I can get drunk off of no carbs or little to no, I'll drink it.
Yeah, you would need to drink like a couple of packs.
But dude, the headaches on those are hard. They're bad. Dude, the headaches on those are bad. Have you ever like I went day drinking once and all I drank was hard seltzer. Bro, it was 11 a.m. and my head was pounding. And I felt even more dehydrated.
Yeah, because of the bubbles.
Dude, never again. But again, you've seen everybody who's still partying in the pandemic. Trulies, White Claws, easy.
Party.
You want to make a case out of this?
Party with a mask.
You want to do Bears versus Bulls on a
Samuel Adams?
Sam Adams?
I'm bearish on that one because bars.
Let's go.
Bars took a hit, and I don't think it's enough for retail to prop that price up.
You don't think so?
No. Yeah, a lot of bars took a hit.
My case is actually the exact opposite of your point.
No, retail, like people going to the supermarket to pick up a pack of Truly, it's not enough. You need wholesale.
Or get it delivered.
It doesn't. No.
Devmo delivers. Devmo delivers.
All right, what do you want to bet?
No, I don't know. Our bets are usually behind closed doors here.
Let's make it official. I want a hoodie. I want an official Trading Daddies hoodie.
You want a hoodie? All right. You want a hoodie?
I want a hoodie.
I want lunch.
Lunch?
I want lunch.
DoorDash?
Yeah.
I mean, lunch is cheaper.
Lunch is cheaper. Let's keep it simple and just get lunch. Lunch it is, right?
You know what? I don't even know if they have DoorDash out here.
No, they have Door Not Dash. They have farmers only.
So my case right now is Samuel Adams will report week earnings tomorrow after close.
Mm-hmm. My bet is that they will beat earnings at the close tomorrow because there you go. Because of the hard seltzer play that they've, it's the strongest thing, dude. It's the strongest thing.
You've seen that Shannon Sharp? No. Nope.
All right. You know what, guys? You guys tell us in the comments below how do you guys feel about Sam Adams. But you know what? I'm gonna try to find a play for tomorrow for Sam Adams.
It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna short it tomorrow. There you go.
I'm gonna go long on it. Let's go. Let's do this.
Moving on. What are your current positions right now? What are you looking at?
So currently I am still in Palantir. Mm-hmm. I really need to get out of Palantir. I did sell my shares yesterday for Palantir and got into some. That's how I afforded the Snapchat play, which is awesome because right now I'm still strapped for cash. Most of my money is already in positions. Tesla, thank God it didn't go sideways. Otherwise, we would have lost more money.
Yeah.
I added seven more shares to Tesla so that I can capitalize on some gains. What else am I in currently? American Airlines short.
Yep.
DFS, which is Discovery Cards. I shorted that, but it's already going sideways, so I'm going to lose that trade tomorrow. But you never know. Sometimes, it's just after hour sentiment causes it to shoot up, but in reality, after the trading bell rings in the morning, it might be different. Las Vegas Sands. That's short on that. I'm losing that one for sure. Still long on Neo, and that's pretty much it. I'm not over trading this week, which is good.
Okay. We're going to talk about over trading someday.
Well, I did close out. I closed out Logitech for. How much did I make off of Logitech? I made some decent coin for Logitech.
900.
And around 900. I closed out. No, is it 9? I closed out Snap for 900.
Okay.
Closed out Snap for 900, and I closed.
I pretty much gave you my money.
Huh?
I pretty much just gave you my money.
And I closed out Logitech for like 700. So,
nice.
609.
So I'm currently still in Apple. I still hold the 150 shares. I'm still in Disney, 100 shares on that one. Looking at it right now. Facebook, I still have 50 shares. I'm also in MGM. If you guys want to take a look at MGM, the chart looks very promising. I like the price action right now. I've been preaching about it since 2118. Okay, that price. I got in originally at 2120. Okay, after hours it's at 2190, I think.
Oof,
or 2180. So I have 500 shares on that one. The reason being, I got into gaming, MGM, is because Las Vegas Sands reported earnings, even though they did terrible numbers. The CEO had mentioned that recovery process from the COVID-19 pandemic continues to progress in each of our markets. Okay, actually, the Asian market, Singapore, and China, they're actually doing well versus the U.S. markets.
Yeah, the euro is strong.
Yeah, but
the euro is extremely strong.
So that's the reason I got into MGM. But yeah, I mean, I still have calls. I also got into Penn Gaming. I bought a call, and I also bought a call for DraftKings.
Is that Teflon John doing options?
Yeah, man, it's cheaper. The majority of my funds are in Apple, Disney, Facebook, and MGM.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
That's why I'm pushing, small plays. Like I also have Tesla. I'm still in Tesla. I have a call on that one. Most likely, I'm going to recover a majority of my money on that one.
Nice.
I have a $500 strike, January expiration. So
it's going to be a very interesting rest of the week.
Yep.
Right. American Express on Friday. So be careful.
Current events, stimulus, they keep dragging that. If it passes, great. You're going to see the market just, I don't know, keep pumping. If it doesn't, then let's just wait after election.
Yeah, this is where I want to throw out a word of caution for the people who are day trading and people who are investing, right? If you're an investor, your mindset is to let it ride. Whatever positions you're in, you're going to accept that there's going to be ups and downs. But as a day trader, this volatility that we're experiencing right now, please be careful and please be prepared, because there may be a scenario where the market's up 10%, down 10% the next day. So, and we could even see a 10% up and 10% down on the same day. You never know. My take on the whole government trying to hold this stimulus hostage is, can we just stop it, right? Give us what we need. Give the people who are suffering to make ends meet, give them the money that they need in order for them to survive. I can give a damn if I get it, because I'm still working a 9-to-5 job, but like for goodness sake, the people who really need it, you guys are playing with their lives. Mm-hmm. So for you not to give them what they need and wait until before or after the election drops so that you can look like the hero to sway the vote, no, stop that. Also, we're gonna go into an in-depth look into the antitrust suit for Google this coming weekend.
Yes.
Right. We're going to also look at next week's earnings, which is about to be a doozy.
Oh my God. All the big blues are reporting next week.
You think this week was nuts? Woo!
I completely forgot, bro. Shout out to the ones who bought in Bitcoin, I think a month ago, back in 10,300. That's when I started loading up. The chart looked really primed for a run. It just cleared 13,000 today.
Wow. Congratulations to the crypto boys. Congratulations to the crypto boys. You guys are making some good coinage. Me, on the other hand, I'm scared. I'm scared to get in. I have Ripple, but that's not enough. But yeah, that's the extent of my crypto journey. But yeah, good. Congratulations to the people who are on Bitcoin. This is your time, as the dollar is weak.
Yep.
expect cryptocurrencies to go up, and that's just that's what we've been noticing lately. Also, if you are playing the stock market, John always says get into
GBTC. That's your ETF for if you can't trade. If you can't buy cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or whatever, any of those coins, right? You can actually you can get somewhat an exposure by getting into GBTC, which is an ETF for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Okay.
Yep.
So I wrote that one, I think, from 1075. Yeah.
That's at 14 right now.
Yeah, it's at 14 right now. So it rose 30-something%, 35, I think.
Exactly.
There you go.
But
that's
other
it.
than that, dude, have anything else?
No, I'm good.
Good.
Well,
again, go ahead.
I'm gonna get an official Trading Daddies jacket tomorrow.
There you go.
Short Samuel Adams.
Oh no, long Samuel Adams.
I'm out.
What about here? Hear me out. Here's another one. What about a site that asks you for your credit card information but doesn't give you any nudes in return? Only scams.
I cannot with you. I'm out. I'm gonna go get something.
Again, thank you guys for letting us into your homes, letting us into your ears. We really do appreciate you guys. Follow John at John C Trades. Follow me at This McGee on Instagram. We are on YouTube, so please hit us up. TradingDaddies.com if you want more information. All of our episodes are on there. All of our YouTube videos are also on there. So please, let's get trading. We'll see you guys later.
Out.
Yee.